Okay, it's now 2 days before Ava's 11th birthday, and I wanted to add to the video I made, or I posted yesterday, just talking about the situation with my daughter Ava. We've been separated for 6 years, even though I haven't seen her in 6 years, and I haven't seen her since she was 5 years old, and she'll be 11 soon. And what it really boils down to is money and family court corruption, and my ex just being very vindictive and vengeful and wanting full ownership and full control of our daughter, and wanting to alienate her from me and not let her have any relationship with me. And like, one of the things I wanted to add was, why would you want, like, it is so horrible for a child, especially a little girl's self-esteem, to hear bad things about either one of their parents, but especially their mother, because, you know, girls tend to what's the word,
associate.
Yeah, you know, I guess. So look, obviously it's very difficult to talk about, and I was scattered in my last video, and I'm feeling a little scattered now. It just is incredibly traumatic, and I can't really convey that because I can't scream and cry, like, just to make a point. I mean, first of all, I would never have survived the past 6 years if that's all I was doing. I've been following adoptees and foster youth, and I really highly recommend that everyone do the same. Today was a really good day on adoptee Twitter. Just some people like Ungrateful, Chicanx, Adoptee, and who else? Adoptees, the Adoptee podcast. What is just go to Adoptee, hashtag Adoptee Voices, and you'll see. I mean, people are starting to realize, because when we call it adoption and we call it custody, when we call it custody and adoption, people think, I don't know what they think. They think something, they don't know what really happens. Those are just words that minimize what it actually is. What it actually is buying a child. That is what is really going on. And we have an entire system, because we have 40 hopeful adoptive parents for every newborn baby. People really, really want to buy babies, and it's legal to sell babies in the U.S. It's called privatized adoption. So we already have this entire corrupt system that operates by removing children from low-income families and trafficking them to mostly wealthy white Christian families. So that system is already in place. So it's really easy for my ex to exploit the system to take my daughter, even though I never abused or neglected her in any way. I don't have a substance abuse problem. What else? Like, I don't have a mental health problem, although I've been accused of that. And even when I proved that it wasn't true, they still just wouldn't accept. Like, basically, whoever spends the most money wins in family court. And he spent $200,000. There was no way for me to defend myself against an attack like that. And I think that also people don't realize how fast these things happen. He started attacking me in court in 2015. And another thing that Andrew Benincasa doesn't mention in his post about me is that 2016, my 27-year-old brother passed away. So in the middle of my ex attacking me, my brother passed away. And I thought that he would back off, but instead he attacked me even more in court. And the entire trial that he put me through happened less than a year after my brother's death. So he started attacking me in 2015. In 2016, my brother died. He got me to sign this bad agreement, and by early 2017, he had full custody. So it all happened. So in under 2 years, he spent $200,000 preparing for trial and took this case to trial. It's extremely rare for a man to do this to the mother of his child. It's so unheard of that people, like, when they hear it, they don't really understand what happened. They think there must be something I'm not telling. And mostly people don't care. I'm not your mom and you're not my child, and unless you've been through this, you probably don't really care. And that is what it is. We're trying to get more people to realize that we have a real serious child trafficking problem in America, and that'll, that's happening slowly but surely. The narrative is changing thanks to all the amazing advocates out there. But anyway, back to, so yeah, it is just child trafficking. They just purchased my daughter. They spent $200,000 and they bought the rights to her, and they have told her basically that I'm crazy and bad and I would be no good for her. And also, Andy says that I could see her with a psychiatrist, but I refuse. And if that's what they're also telling her, I mean, they're doing it to make it seem like I don't really care, and that's not true. I can't afford to fight them. It's not because I don't love her. It's not because I don't care. And also, childhood goes by really fast. He started this case when she was 2.5, and now she's going to be 11 in 2 days. That's it. He spent the whole of her childhood fighting me in family court, and all this time, we could have been co-parenting. And, I signed a 50-50 agreement. I didn't ask for anything. I didn't go for custody. I didn't go for full custody. I didn't make false allegations against him. I didn't ask for child support. In fact, I didn't pay him child support, and I have for the past 5 years. And when Andy wrote that post about me, that was 2018. Now it's 2023. If I could, it was easy to see my daughter. I would have seen her, but it's not. They are keeping us apart. And I think it started, my ex was angry and he wanted to get revenge on me, but this is it. Her whole childhood has gone by, and what are they going to do? Like I was started to say, unless you've been through this, and because I'm not your mother and you're not my child, you don't care about this. But Ava is going to care, and all of the evidence I have, all of the evidence that she needs to see that all I wanted to do was co-parent. I never asked for anything, and that this was 100% an attack by him against me. I just want to see my child. That's another thing. I'm just a mother who wants to see her child. That's all. And we live 20 minutes away, and there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to see each other. Just my ex-husband, Chris Benincasa, is keeping us apart. And my ex-father-in-law, Joe Benincasa, is paying for it. And of course, my ex-mother-in-law, Nan Benincasa, she loves it because she's totally overbearing and controls my ex's life. And she loves having control of my daughter too, because sadly she lost her daughter. But no child is a replacement for another child. No child exists to fill a void for a parent that wants to parent. Children should have a right to their mother and father and to their whole biological family. She's been kept away from aunts, uncles, cousins, everything. And so at any point they could just let us reunite, but they won't do it. But this has to stop. They can't keep Ava off the internet forever, so she's gonna find me. And that's it. I hope she knows I love her with all my heart.